Happy New Year. Happy 2026 from Nacho Kids Podcast.
That's right. If 2025 beat you over the head, hopefully 2026 is better.
Well, we hope everyone had a wonderful holiday season.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's time to get back in the groove of things.
Yep. So some of you probably got through the holiday season and was like, wow, I really need to learn more about Nacho.
I need a break.
Yeah. Lots of fun times. Like you tried to avoid these people all year long. The holidays force you together with people you don't want to spend time with.
Yep. I was talking to a friend of mine the other day. I said, how was your Christmas? Oh, great. I just cussed out one person.
Oh.
Yeah.
I can probably guess who that friend
Yeah,
was.
you got it.
That's pretty good for her then.
Yeah, I'm impressed. Okay, so I was trying to think of what we could talk about today, being New Year's.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing I want to talk about is expecting others to change.
This will be a quick conversation.
No, well, maybe. But one thing that a lot of people say, well, if I nacho, he's going to step up.
Okay.
Okay. That's the ideal situation.
Yep. It can happen,
right?
But it may not.
It may not. And if it doesn't, you have to figure out how to navigate that.
Yeah. You have to realize, too, part of the reason we're going to say he, since we're just going down that path, part of the reason he's not stepping up is because somebody else stepped up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Why should he do it when you've been doing it?
Yeah. And who before you might have done it.
Right.
Or whatever. But the point is, often the reason why people aren't stepping up is because there's nothing to step into. Somebody else is already doing it.
Right. So for instance, we'll just use the trash.
Okay.
If I'm always the one that gets the trash together
mm-hmm.
and puts it outside, when you see it, you don't think, I need to empty that.
Yeah. And if you decide, I'm not going to do this anymore.
Without telling
me, you're going to say, how long will it take before the trash is overflowing in the floor and somebody else does it? And believe me, it will overflow in the floor
mm-hmm.
and sit there and stink while somebody else says, I wonder why Lori hasn't gotten the trash together and taken it out yet.
Right. And you may think, I wonder why has Lori not gotten the trash together?
Mm-hmm.
But it never crosses your mind to do it.
That's right.
Why, David?
Because it wasn't my responsibility. You took it off my plate.
But you see it's not getting done.
I know. Isn't it terrible that way?
It is. because most people will see it and say, let me take care of that. Something must have happened.
Yeah.
And I'm going to probably say most females.
Well, that's how you get in the position you're in.
Right. Because we don't want the trash running over.
And then you start doing it, though. Then you end up taking over the responsibility of something that you were, quote unquote, just helping out with.
One of the things that David does that drives me insane.
Oh, just one?
Yeah. We're going to go down this road for a minute. When we need to clean up the house, what can I help you with? Number one.
I have a reason for that.
It's not, you trying to piss me off, so I'll clean.
No, it's not that.
I was going to try not to say pissed off today.
You already messed up.
I already messed up. See, okay. Anyway, you say, what can I help you with?
Mm-hmm.
And my first thought is this not your house too? And don't you dare say I make all the mess. You're helping us. So it would be
bite my lip really hard.
It would be better if you would say, what do we need to do? Don't make it you. You know, we talk about people all the time. We tell them when they're talking to their partner, don't use you, because that puts people on the defensive. And also, and I know y'all feel my pain, I was on the phone with my friend Danny the other day, and David's like, well, what's next? Because we were cleaning up. And I'm like, genius. How about you look around and see what you can do? And I said, such and such. And Danny started laughing. I said, why are you laughing? He said, I know you're aggravated. And I said, how do you know? He said, you paused.
You paused.
And he said, Lori, we're just like that.
He should try living with you. It's rough.
He said, we're just like that. You've got to give us direction.
Actually, you don't. But you force me to do that.
Oh.
So.
Go ahead.
Oh. Well, first of all, for me to say what's next because it's my house too would also imply that it's my mess too. That's all I'll say about that.
This is going to go south quick. And I'm not editing it.
So, I mean, if you want me to just step up and take over, I will. But you've told me time and again that when I clean up, I throw all your stuff away, which I don't think I've ever thrown any of your stuff away.
You threaten. That's enough.
So the reason why I asked you,
all right, y'all, I know y'all listening. All the women listening, raise your hand if you ain't driving. If you clean better than your man.
That's not true.
100% it's true.
You make a mess better than I do too.
Well, that's not true. I'm going to turn this camera around and show y'all this office.
It ain't nowhere near.
I know, as bad as mine, because everything is dumped in my office. Anyway, go ahead. Go ahead.
Your office.
Oh, sweet baby David. Sweet baby. Just talk.
Your office is your domain.
Talk good.
I am talking good. Okay.
Talk good about your wife.
All right.
Come on.
I don't have anything else to say. Okay. Let's get back to the topic at hand before you derailed it.
I already did derail it.
All right. Okay. Expectations.
So.
The others will change. That's why
if your quote New Year's resolution includes anything to do with somebody else changing, you've already failed. You can't change somebody else. Mm-hmm. If you marry somebody and think, I can change them.
Like I did.
No. Not going to happen.
Nope.
David's not perfect. I know it's a shocker.
But so close.
I'm not perfect.
No.
I'm not even going to try to say I am. But the thing is, we accept each other for who we are.
But you're perfect at being imperfect.
See? So it's good. I don't have expectations of you to change. There's things that you do that drive me crazy and vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
But that's you.
Well, honestly, if you put it into the macro context, it's anybody that you spend a lot of time with, period.
Will drive you crazy.
Yes. So to think that you will find somebody else that won't drive you crazy, it's not going to happen. There's some days I drive myself crazy.
Yep.
But you live with anybody long enough, work with anybody long enough, whatever, it doesn't matter. There's things about them that will drive you crazy.
Well, and here's a good example. Say that you and I were dating, or we were married, however, but regardless, we weren't always together.
Mm-hmm.
And whether you worked out of town or we lived separately, whatever.
Right.
And you normally called me every night. Do I want you to call me every night because I want you to, or because you want to?
I don't know. Tell me.
Well, what if the roles were reversed? Would you want me to call you because I wanted to or because I felt obligated to?
I would want you to do it because you wanted to.
Right. Think about that, people. Let people be who they are and love them for who they are.
I would go to the person and certainly say these things are a problem. Now, just because somebody does aggravates you doesn't necessarily make it a problem.
Mm-hmm. I'm struggling with da-da-da.
Right. So the other thing is it something that they want to change?
Mm-hmm.
Because maybe they do. Maybe if I went to you and I said, I hate the fact that you...
Be careful.
I don't know. Pick something. Trying to think of something. If I went to you and said, I hate the way you clear your throat.
Oh, like you suck your teeth?
Yeah.
Oh.
That would be something I would say, is more of an annoyance and you probably have to live with. Unless you said, I don't like the way I do it either.
Right.
But if I went to you and said...
Or I could say, I don't even realize when I do it. Can you help me notice when I do?
Yeah. Now, if I went to you and said, I don't like the fact that you put me down in front of your friends, that's very different.
Right.
Or if I went to you and said, I don't know, I wish that we didn't eat so much fat foods or whatever. You might say, well, honestly, I don't really want to do that either. And it would help if we just didn't buy the stuff. But
in reverse, don't say, well, you start cooking then.
Right. Anyway, my whole point is just to say sometimes people actually want to change the things that are driving you crazy. It's driving them crazy too.
Right.
And sometimes
they don't know it.
Right. And sometimes they don't know it. But you have to be very tactful in how you bring it up.
David and I joke a lot, like with him sucking his teeth. It drives me crazy. And I say, we'll joke and say, if you'd have done that when we first started dating, we wouldn't be married.
And I'm like, darn, I wish I'd known.
It's horrible.
It was that easy.
But one of the biggest things that people struggle with is expectations in general.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got to have realistic expectations. I would think that the person going in the store before me would hold the door for me.
Mm-hmm.
If I have that expectation and they don't, I'm disappointed.
Yep.
So all these feelings get wrapped into what somebody else did or did not do.
Yeah.
That I expected them to.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas if I'll go to walk in and I don't expect that person to hold the door and they don't, no emotion, right?
I'll take it even further than that. It's not just the fact that your expectations were not met in that moment, but you also create a story around it. And it happens in an instant. Like, it is so fast.
They didn't open that door because I'm a girl.
It's that. They're a douchebag. You start, labeling them, labeling you. The whole situation is wrapped up in a whole story.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't recognize that, it can cause you to spiral.
It's because of your past.
It's because of a lot of stuff.
Right.
But do that next time. Honestly, when something happens, stop and realize that this whole story immediately popped into your head about the situation faster than you could have stopped it. And I'm not saying stop the story from happening. I'm saying recognize that it happened and stop it then. Because I don't know that you can stop it from happening.
Right.
It is immediate
Yeah.
when that happens. But realize it. It does. When somebody doesn't open the door or hold the door or whatever, then it's not just, oh, wow, I really expected them to do that. That makes me sad that humanity is going to, no. It's this person is XYZ because I am XYZ and blah, blah, blah. And it causes you to create something that's not even true or real.
Right. And so back to my story about holding the door. And if they hold the door, you're pleasantly surprised.
But you also create a story around that.
Okay. What would my story be around that? They're the nicest person in the world.
Yep, person's nice. And, maybe it's because I was wearing a nice shirt. Or it could be maybe it's because I'm a woman.
Yeah.
And he held the door. He's flirting with me. He held the door.
He wants some of this.
Oh, my Lord.
That sounds like something you would say.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh, it's rubbing off the crazy.
But yes, there's all kind of stuff. You tell yourself stories all the time about things.
And it's because of the life you've lived.
Yep.
Or the influences around you.
So it's experiences.
Yeah, experiences.
Yeah. Sometimes it's just experiences of what you see and hear. The podcasts you listen to, the music you listen to, the TV shows you watch. All that plays into how you view life through your lens, which only you can do exactly the way you do it.
Right.
That makes you unique.
Say it a little louder because when you say stuff like that, people can't hear
That
it.
makes you unique. And also makes you uniquely crazy.
Last week, we were talking about how when I went to take the trash to the trash dump when I was cleaning Daddy's house and how those three men sat there and didn't help me.
Right.
And I said, I didn't expect them to, but it surprised me they didn't.
Mm-hmm.
So did I really not have an expectation?
Yeah, you did have one.
Right.
Because if it surprised you they didn't.
Then I expected them to.
Yeah. And then what story did you wrap around all that?
I don't see. I'd have to think about it because I don't know what story I put. It's more of.
Well, how did you label them? Like sorry, good for nothing, lazy.
Yeah, kind of.
See,
unhelpful. There you go. That's the word.
Yeah,
they were
yeah.
very unhelpful. That's probably that's what went through my head was. Well, that didn't help.
And
That's
then
not
when you
helpful.
went back the second time and the guy did help you,
Yeah,
would you label him?
a very nice guy,
Yeah.
and it made the other ones look like doo doo even more.
Yeah, yeah. It changed the story, your original story, of the other three. Mm-hmm. Isn't it crazy?
It is.
It is crazy.
But I've noticed with the door thing, we grew up in the South, and it's polite to hold the door open. It's polite to say thank you, or yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, yes, sir, no, sir. But unfortunately, nowadays, it's almost surprising when you say thank you and somebody says you're welcome.
Yeah.
They acknowledge that. Or when somebody does hold the door for you. I've seen people hold the door for me and I'm 6 feet away. And I'm like, oh, thank you so much. They didn't have to wait that 3 seconds for me to get there because I ain't running.
Yeah. And I know we're using the holding the door analogy, but I remember one of those what would you do, TV shows.
Yeah.
And
With John Keonis.
Yeah. I don't remember exactly the scenario, but basically something happened. And if you were a nice looking man or a nice looking woman, you got more help. And so I purposely, if I'm going to hold the door for somebody, like I'm going to hold the door for you.
Regardless of what you look
I
like.
don't care. I don't care what your sex, gender, race, what you're wearing. I don't care. None of that matters to me. And I think about that often and like, doesn't it suck that if you're not some good looking dude or good looking woman, you get less help in life? And I'm not talking about, if you're trying to be a model or whatever. I'm talking about just everyday stuff.
Right. Yeah. Like if you're walking through a parking lot and there's this nice looking girl trying to load her groceries, you're going to be more apt to help her.
Let me help you.
If it was an old man, right?
I mean, I wouldn't be, but yes, most people are.
Right.
I think I consciously, I guess because that episode must have struck me as unfair.
Is that the one that they dressed up differently to see how people
It was the
react?
same person?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think, now, don't get me wrong, I ain't some guy that will just go out of my way to help everybody.
Nope, not compassionate.
It's not compassionate. There are some times when I just want to paint the right picture here. There's some times when I run across people that I feel like maybe is a safety issue, that I'm not going, trying to help them. You got a guy sitting there shooting up heroin. Like, I'm not getting near that guy.
Yeah.
I won't get stabbed with a needle or something like that. But anyway, all that.
That time I called you and I was like, I'm going to pick this person up. They need a ride. And you're like, no, you're not.
Yeah.
I'm like, but they need a ride.
Yeah.
I did that one time. 2 times, maybe more.
Yeah.
But anyway. Yeah. Well, anyway.
It's sad that it's come to that, but anyway.
The world's not what it used to be.
Nope.
And it is sad.
Yeah. Because there are a lot of times when I'd love to help somebody by giving them a ride. And I'm like, I am not putting somebody in my car, especially behind me in the back seat.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah, you have to frisk them. I'm kidding.
Ain't doing that either.
But again, expectations.
Yep.
And that's something that we talk about a lot in the Nacho Kids Academy is expectations. There's an expectations challenge. There's a change your stinking thinking challenge. Because like you said, David, there are things that pop in our head immediately and it's automatic. It's automatic negative thinking. What we have to do is get control of that and not let it spiral.
Yep. The great thing about expectations is that it is one of the things that you can control because it's your expectations.
Yep.
And that's freeing in and of itself because you can't control other people. You can't control what they do, what they don't do, but you can control your expectations.
And how you let those things affect you.
Yep.
a good example is the holidays. So many people are disappointed at the holidays, not just because of the reactions of what they receive when somebody gives a gift, right? So say I give
If you get a reaction at all.
Yeah. So say I give you a gift
Mm-hmm.
and I would think that you'd be like, oh, thank you. And you're just like, thanks.
Yeah.
That could hurt my feelings.
Mm-hmm.
But not only that, but people, these Hallmark movies, y'all, of the everything's beautiful, everybody's falling in love at Christmas, everything's perfect. You watch that crap and then you think that's how your life's supposed to be. And so when you get up Christmas morning and little Johnny's got an attitude, it just throws you off the rails.
Mm-hmm. That's what I meant earlier when I said even the things you watch causes stories to be created in your head and it sets expectations that you may not have because you watch it and you're like, oh, wow, why ain't my man doing that?
Yep. Well, it's like when I used to work for a lot of companies that were startup companies and you're building the system, right? The inventory system or the Oracle system, SAP, whatever it is. And garbage in, garbage out. You hear that all the time when it comes to computers, right?
Yep.
The same thing with your mind.
Mm-hmm.
If you are constantly watching things that are negative, listening to music that's talking about blowing people up or whatever, that's not good, healthy food, quote, quote, for your mind.
Nope.
So, and that, again, can impact your expectations.
Mm-hmm.
And social media, oh my gosh. Well, so-and-so gets flowers every Friday. Well, good. Find you somebody that buys you flowers every Friday.
Yeah. Yeah. Most people post their best life. I hate that phrase. But they post
I don't post nothing.
They post it on social media. And yeah, if you think that their life is that, I remember one time we were out with friends and I was like, man, you guys are always going everywhere and buying stuff all the time. And and then one of them was like, yeah, but what you don't realize is like we're in debt up to our eyeballs. We can't hardly pay our house payment.
And we fight about it all the time.
Yeah, and we fight about money constantly. And I'm like, yeah, I don't want any of what you got.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yep. And then you'll see these people that, oh, life's great. They're posting all this stuff on social media. And the next thing you know, they're divorced. And you're like,
what happened? They had a perfect marriage.
Perfect. Mm-hmm.
Or they had all the external stuff, but they just hated being with each other. Like,
Yep.
What's really important?
Mm-hmm.
I had something pop in my head the other day. It was pretty interesting.
Uh-oh.
It was the most valuable thing to take ownership of is your own actions.
I was going to answer that. That's the only thing you can take ownership of.
Yep.
Really, I can't take ownership of how you behave.
Mm-hmm.
If you go out and act like a jerk, I can apologize to people, but it wasn't me that did it.
Yep.
David.
So there's my phrase for the week. The most valuable thing to own is your own mistakes.
That ain't what you said.
I said it differently.
Okay. So, all right, go ahead. So which one is it? Own your own mistakes or own your own whatever you said?
So you don't even know.
I
done changed it already.
Yeah.
There you go. Either one.
I like the other one better. What was it?
I don't remember. Rewind.
That's why you changed it, because you couldn't remember either. And enjoy the crazy stuff.
Yeah.
That's what we do. That's like Mr. Footsy and Shug. It's this elderly couple that we knew. And they both had a little bit of dementia, Alzheimer's, whatever. More her than him. And she would say something and he would tell her, you know, we just talked about this, whatever. And she'd just laugh. And they both just laugh about it. You got to make the best out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Find the joy.
Yep.
You have a choice of whether you're going to find the good or you're going to find the bad.
Yep. And whatever you're looking for,
You will find it. Mm-hmm.
You will find it. Unfortunately, most people are looking for and expecting the bad. They're
Mhm.
expecting things to go wrong. They're expecting problems.
Well, a lot of people expect the bad because they've been disappointed.
Mm-hmm.
Expect nothing.
Yeah.
It's better.
You can expect nothing but look for the good at
Right.
the same time. Because there is good. There's always good in everything.
And what you focus on will grow. 100%.
Yep.
Yep. And I know somebody's saying that there are tragic situations. How do you find the good in those?
There can be you never know the impact that somebody made on other people. And the fact that they lost their life could be something that turns other people's lives around.
Right. Well, for example, one of Jackson's friend's brother has cancer.
Yep.
And they were in California for treatment, and their house caught on fire.
Yeah.
And the husband and child and another child was there, but the mom and the other kid was in California.
Mm-hmm.
And that's horrible. But they can sit there and choose to focus on our life's falling apart, our kids sick, our house burnt down, or thank God nobody got hurt in the fire.
Yep. Things can be replaced.
And thank God we could afford to go to California to try to get our child this help.
Yep.
So find the good. And if you struggle with that, reach out. Join the academy. We can help you.
Yep. All right. Anything else for today?
No, I'm done.
All right, folks.
Don't expect nothing else because you ain't getting
Don't expect another podcast from us.
it. Don't say that. See you next week. You can expect to see us next week.
Don't expect anything. All right, folks. Thanks for joining us in 2026. We look forward to an amazing year helping you folks out.
And we are going to kick butt with Nacho Kids, just so you know.
Yep. So follow us on social media. Follow us on YouTube.
I forgot to say something.
Yep.
We have someone that donated 10 scholarships.
Oh, nice.
To the Nacho Kids Academy.
Yeah,
Sylvia Krakauer is amazing.
Yeah, she is.
I talked to her the other day, and, you know, if you're ever feeling like you can't accomplish something, somebody like her is good to have in your corner fighting for you, because she always makes me feel like what we are doing matters.
Yep.
And not to give up.
Yep.
Yep.
She's a good person.
She is.
All right. So I guess you'll be announcing more about how the scholarships is going to work next time?
Yep. I haven't figured that out yet. I might change it up this year.
All right, then. Well, join us again next week. Follow us in all that we do, and we hope that we help you to have a very successful 2026 and a Stepfamily to go along with it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So for Lori and myself, remember, life is good
When you nacho.